Hi, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. I am doing a HRCYED update, which is the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. After the last one where I realized that I had like 6 months to go and I was freaking out about it, you guys have helped talk me down a little bit. I've also got some other ideas about things. So let's get over here and check it out. As always, I'm going to cover up the percentage. Over here, this is what it looks like. Everything that is green has been completed. There is one more that we're going to get to complete today, but we'll get there when we get there. For the alphabet challenge, I still have a Q and an X, but I did finish the Z, which is Dark Sins of Avalon. It wasn't a wonderful book, but I finished it. So the only thing I have left in the alphabet challenge is to do Q and Z. And we'll talk about how that's going to go in Q2, which is the last 3 months of this readathon that I have. Then for the garage sale books, I still don't have them. I don't have 3 books that I bought at a garage sale. I have 2 books that I just got from a little free library, and those are probably going to have to do, and I'll have to go back and get another one because it's too cold here for garage sales, and I can't wait till June when it gets warm enough for them to be able to do that. So I don't think that one's going to work. The 5 author tuber books, I do have one from Hala, which is Tower of Dogs. And I am still going to read that one. But I think what I'm going to have to do for the other 4 books is I'm going to need to choose booktube authors who have audiobooks. So Brandon Sanderson is going to have to be one of them because he's also on my 50 before 50 list. So I can knock out like a few things there at one time. But if you guys know any other author tubers who have booktube channels, authors who have booktube channels who have audio versions of their books, I would love to be able to just support like small writers and small booktubers, but I can't right now with these books. So I have got to have audiobooks or it's not going to get done. The 4-book series, I am going to switch this. I'm going to do what Amy did at A-Star Reads, because in December, I read that whole series of the romance novellas that they came out with, the same ones that Amy used. I think there are 4 or 5 books in there, and that's what she used, and that's what I'm going to use. So a couple of them I used I've already used them already in other things, so I've got to go find out what they are because I'm not doubling up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, there are 5 of them, and they're called Under the Mistletoe series. And so some of these I know I need to go take out and fix, but I'm going to first put them all in the book series over here. There are 5 of them. So I'm going to get rid of these 2. Okay, and I'm going to put those books over there, and then I will worry about moving other things around. Okay, so here are all 5 of them done, which means we have done the 4+ book series. And I thought that I was going to do 7. I only did 5. So down here at the bottom, the total number that I have to do is 147, not 149. Okay, so I'm going to go through and find if I had these 5 books. I know I have Mary Ever After in here, and I was using it as my November release. So I need to go see what else I read in November and really hope one of them just came out that month. But we're going to find out. Okay, well, I did not read another one. So I'm going to have to keep Mary Ever After right there as my November book. But up here at the top, I only have to have 4 books in the series for it to count. So I have 5 books in this series. So I guess technically Mary Ever After is going to be the only book that I'm going to double up on, because I don't have a choice. I can't go back to November and read a book from November. But technically 4 of the books are only being counted once, and I have to have at least 4 books in the series. So I don't know. Maybe I can work my way around that. All right. It looks like Cruel Winter with You is only here. How about All by My Elf? Okay, I was using that as an O in the A to Z challenge. So I'm going to take that out. And then let's do Merriment. Okay, I'm only using that once. And then Only Santas. Uh-oh, looks like I'm using that twice. Please don't be my name. It is. It's for the O in my name, which means I've got to take that off. And let me go see if I can replace those two O's with anything else I've read that I have not counted. So these are my books for January. Oh, I have Onyx Storm and Out of the Gate. Okay, awesome. I have two of them. Wait, no, I'm counting Onyx Storm already. Okay, but Out of the Gate, I'm not counting. So my name is still done. Out of the Gate. Onyx Storm I've already is my January read. So let me go ahead and mark that as done. Okay, but otherwise, that's it for these. So these are done and I get to mark that off. I fixed my name, so that's okay. I would like to fix my alphabet, but I can deal with that if that is the thing. 5 books set in other countries. I'm reading Breathless right now. So that is for Nepal and that's going to be over here. And then The Plotters is a book I'm reading for South Korea. So I'll be able to put that there. The Queer Rainbow, I still have 3 left. Do I though? I feel like... Oh, it's because I can't double up books. So I have been reading books that have some part of the rainbow in it, but I can't, they just don't count because I can't double up. So I do need to specifically get a questioning and a trans book that I can start work on. Although I feel like the main character is not trans, just a person in there. So maybe that doesn't count. Okay, I still have the 5 lowest rated books. I have a list of them on my TBR. I just have to actually read them. This is the other one that I finished. I finished Q's book. Y'all, I gave it 5 stars. It is my first 5-star read of 2024. I loved it so much. So much. Okay, so the local book I bought is Sympathy for the Devil. I just have to read it. So that's literally it. My name is done. The SPFBO finalists are behind me. I bought all 5, the 5 I wanted to do. I just have to read them. The webcomic is getting completed for sure before I do my next checkup. 3 books in 24 hours. I think we all know how that saga has gone. If you have been around this channel at all, you know how it's gone. Oh, I skipped over the new releases because I did Onyx Storm and Scythe and Sparrow comes out tomorrow. And then The Rag Picker King is what I'm reading in March. I've actually already picked my April read as well, which is the Molly the Maid series. Let me just put that down here. I don't know what it's called, but it's coming out in April. And then I'll have to go through and do May and June, but I don't know what those are going to be right now. Okay, so 3. Oh, there is a new Stephen Graham Jones coming out soon. And I don't know what month that's coming out, but I need to write that down because I want to read that. That would be great because he wrote I Was a Teenage Slasher, which I read in July. He wrote Parthenogenesis, which I read in October. And now I want to read another of his new releases. That means he's putting out a lot of books. Dang. Okay, I still have to cook the dish that was in Eggs in Purgatory. It's biscuits. It's drop biscuits. I just have to do it. The crowdfunded book is The Sunlit Man. I just need to read it. I have it on audio. I just need to read it. And for winter, I am using The Family Chow because it took place in winter over the Christmas break, the winter break from school. So I have spring and summer. Spring, I can't start until March. Summer, I can't start until June. So that's when those are going to be happening. Otherwise, when I get ready to do my TBRs for the Q2, which will be happening in March, I'll be making all those TBRs. I'm coming over here and making sure that the books that I pick fit in these somewhere. So I just need AuthorTuber suggestions from you guys. And then if you want to give me trans or questioning things, I would love to take those as well. I've read a lot of them that fit into questioning, but I read them outside before I started doing this. So I can't count them as a reread, as we learned. So I mean, technically, I could come over here. I've got Kiribati as one of these. I've got France, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Did I put that over here in the books? Let me see if I put it anywhere. Yes, that is my eye. So unless I can replace that eye with something that I have recently read, let's see if I can. I totally can. I have The Immortals. Okay, so that means set in another country, I can use The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And here I can put The Immortals. Awesome. Okay, so let me change the color of that. And let me get out of the way. We are at 73.5% of the way done. And I finished 2 more of the full things up here. Did I mark off Q's book? Yes, I did. Direct from an indie author. Right here is where that one is. And then an entire 4-book series is right above it. Still no bingos. Still not even close to a bingo. I have 2 left in a bunch of places, but not just one. I got to do at least 2. So my focus is going to be on, let me make sure none of the authors' names are O over here. Then I could use an O. Nope. Nobody for the whole first part of the year. And the only O I have is Onyx Storm or Out of the Gate, which I've already used. So, okay, well, that's where I am. At least I'm really happy with how it looks right now. I'm not freaking out. You guys talked me down. You calmed me down and I'm not freaking out. So that is a nice update. I like how it looks. I like that I moved things around. I'm definitely going to do that again if I need to, but I am about to start Tower of Dogs. I'm going to be reading it physically in the background while I'm doing everything else. And then we'll see. My March TBRs, when all those TBRs start coming out in March for Q2, I'm going to have everything in there to get me finished with this challenge. So I am very excited for what's coming up in the next, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more months and the other half of this month. So 4.5 months, plenty of time to get this done. See, you guys helped my mindset so much. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.